Welcome to Let's Talk Dementia. I'm Carol Howell, your host, and I'm glad you've chosen to join me today. I hope that you'll click on that thumbs up button down there and give us your thoughts on this video series that we have. The more thumbs up we get, the more that YouTube will recognize us and tell other people about the work that we do. And we thank you for sharing us with other people. Well, today I want to talk to you about dementia, pooping, and farting. I started to put dementia, pooping, and gas, but it seems when I put the least expected words that I get more results from our videos and my podcasts. And so there you go. We're going to talk about dementia, pooping, and farting, which, let's face it, according to a television I saw just over the weekend, we all pass gas at least 13 times a day. Now, I have been around a few people that I am absolutely sure do that more than 13 times a day and do it very prolifically. They are good at it, and you know who you are. And I know all of us have people in our life like that, and if we are that person, we would certainly never ever acknowledge it. But pooping becomes a problem when we have lots of issues going on in our world, actually, but with dementia it can certainly be a problem. I want to tell you what's going on with Mama. You know, I travel this journey of dementia with you. My mom lives in a skilled nursing community now, where she receives nursing care 24/7, and Mama needs that. Very thankful she can be there. And one of the things that I've noticed with Mama is she's having a hard time understanding the urges in her body to go to the bathroom. So in other words, the brain is sending a signal. She doesn't always interpret the signal properly. Now, she knows when she needs to tinkle. That's still communicating. She knows when she needs to go potty. She does wear Depends. Sometimes we'll have a problem at night, but most of the time during the day, we've still got that bladder continence happening. She still has bowel continence happening, but this is the problem. She will say to me if I'm there, or to the caregivers, and bless their poor souls, they hear this 49 times a day, that she needs to go poop. And so you get somebody that's in a wheelchair into the bathroom, and you have to get them to be able to stand up to the best of their ability, and then to pivot and get seated on the toilet, and before that get their clothes down and get them seated on the toilet. And this just brings me to a thought that I have. Who do you know that is an adult that their rear end is the size of the average toilet bowl? I'm going to tell you what. I have struggled with my weight my entire life, but in that process of my entire life, I think I might have met two people that their butt actually is the size of a toilet bowl. How come a toilet bowl isn't bigger? And if you don't think that's a good idea, then go to help somebody with dementia lower down onto a potty when they already have problems with space recognition, with being able to tell where, if their foot is where they want their foot to be, or their hand is where they want their hand to be, much less if their bottom end is lined up on a toilet. I'm telling you, I'm going to make a big toilet. But anyway, I digress, sort of, but it is still important. So Mama has that urge, and she's got to go to the bathroom. You go through all that work, and you get her on the potty, and she sits there for a while, and she doesn't do anything. And so I'm like, Mama, you said you need to poop. Do you need to poop? I think I need to poop. I need to stand up. Well, for some reason, Mama's brain is telling her that if she stands up, she'll be able to poop. Now, you and I both know that's just not going to work. You need to sit down, but that being able to push down like you need to do, you know how you get that pushing going on, or you lean forward and you get your body in that angle. That will help you have a bowel movement. Mama can't figure that out, and I can try to help her position her body. And she can lean forward, but that's all she does. She doesn't get that pushing down that you have to do to cause those muscles to do their thing so you can evacuate. Mama can't do that. So it's a real problem. But she thinks standing up's going to help. Well, that doesn't help. So what I do is I put on a glove and I help her lean forward. And I will stroke down her spine, and I will stroke down the curve of her rear end. And I'll get near her rectum and have a little massaging going on around the rectum. And it helps awaken those muscles. And lots of times then Mama can poop. She would shoot me dead for telling y'all that. But I'm hoping it will help you and give you ideas of things that you can do to help your loved one that might be having troubles using the bathroom. Now, if they're still capable of doing it, a simple thing to do, and this is for anybody, is to get just one of the bathroom trash cans, they're however tall they are, and put it at their feet. Put their feet on the trash can. That gets the bowel in a position sort of like this. And that allows that pushing down just to happen because of how you're seated. The knees are closer to the ceiling now, and you're just in more of an angle to help that process of going to the bathroom. But if you're very far along in your dementia journey, you're probably not going to be able to get your loved one to do that. Mama looks at me like I'm crazy. She can't get her feet up on the trash can, so that doesn't work. So I resort to the stroking of her back. But then along that same story, Mama will also tell me she needs to go potty when I go visit. And she seems to really like to do it when I visit. And I'll get her in there, and you've got to roll her in her wheelchair and lock the wheelchair and raise the footrest, get her hands up on the grab bar, have her walk down the grab bar towards the toilet, help her pivot, lower herself onto that toilet that is too small for her butt, and she ain't a fat woman. And then she sits there for a little while, and she goes, I don't need to do anything. I think it was just gas. And you're like, oh, holy cow, could you just go ahead and poop? And, make it happen, because going to all this effort just so Mama can go past gas. Oh, it's a lot of work. And then what do you have to do? You got to get them back up, pull up the clothes, get a hold of that bar, work way back down, put the back in the wheelchair, put those footrests, get Mama's feet back. It's just a lot of work also she can fart. It's the truth. It's work, isn't it? But that's what we do, and we have to care for our loved ones with dementia. We know that if you become constipated at any point in your life, it just makes you feel yucky. You get headaches, your belly hurts, you feel bloated. It's just not a good thing. And if you think that's bad, have dementia for whatever reason, and then get constipated. Or worse yet, oh, please do not let them get impacted. Oh my word, what a problem that is. And all of that will make dementia worse. It really will. So we have to be aware of, are our loved ones pooping regularly? Now, one of the things that I do for Mama, and I'm not telling you to do this because I am not a doctor. As I've told you before, though, I have been to medical school twice. I had lunch there both times, one day each, so I have been to medical school twice. But I am a certified dementia practitioner, and I do study this and know a little bit about it. And one of the things that I do that is just Carol for my Mama is I give her a product called Tryphala, Tryphala. In fact, I need to write myself a note right now because I think Mama's about out of it. And Tryphala is a fiber type product that she takes in a capsule. I think she does 3 a day or something. I don't know. That will help with regularity. Another thing that you can do is acacia fiber, ACACIA fiber. It comes in a powder form, and you just scoop it out and add it to whatever. I put it in almond milk, and I put a little bit of my good for you sweet leaf, all natural. What is that stuff called? Stevia. Yeah. Not the powdered stevia. That stuff's got junk in it you do not need. But anyway, and then I heat it. I absolutely love drinking it. So then you're getting acacia fiber in something hot. And we know that drinking something hot will help you go to the bathroom. Hot prune juice. Try that. That's a great way to help get the bowels to moving without throwing chemicals in the body. Be careful throwing chemicals in your body, but especially in the body of someone with dementia. They don't need anything else foreign for their body to handle. So take a thought on that. Well, I hope that helps you think about dementia, pooping, and farting. We all gotta do it. That's it. I like to give you your funny for the day, and it comes from my friend Anna. Said a friend of mine was having a bit of a marital tension in her household, and she was trying to figure out just what to do about it. In the course of our conversation, I said to her, God quite often speaks to us through our husbands. My friend looked at me and said, oh yeah, well, I'm pretty sure God doesn't use that kind of language. Isn't that funny? Well, I hope you have a great caregiving journey, and I hope, too, that you find blessings, smiles, peace, hope, joy, love, all those good things. Blessings and smiles. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to our channel. When you subscribe, you'll be able to stay up to date on our latest videos, and all of the videos are free. Check out my book, Let's Talk Dementia. It is available on Amazon. The link is in the description below. Blessings and smiles.